And welcome, welcome back to another episode of my Seattle Mariners franchise here on MLB The Show 25. We're just going to do the year 7 sim here today. I know in the last episode I kind of cut out, the beginning portion, the more boring stuff out of the off season, but we're going to stick around this time. Completely did the full sim. Obviously, of year 6 in the last episode, ended up with a 4-game sweep over the Diamondbacks in the World Series, going back to back yet again with World Series here. But yeah, we're just kind of at the point in the series. I just kind of want to put a bow on it, put a wrap on it with some long-term simming. Probably do this and maybe one more year. I kind of haven't decided if we want to do any more than that. But we had some interesting things happen this year. We saw pretty much a full-blown breakout of Cole Young up to an 85 overall. This is a franchise shortstop. We gave him money, signed him to the long-term deal, 788 OPS with Gold Glove caliber defense. It was a 4.6 WAR season from him. Adrian Ramirez got off to a really good start, kind of faltered in the back half of the season, but 765 OPS was a career high in home runs, career high in RBIs. Did a really nice job with his walks, drew the most on that. So, I mean, he's a 23 homer, 25 stolen base, 765 OPS guy at first base. It's really the average has just not been what I thought it was going to be. But he's pretty much right at his ceiling from an overall perspective. This is probably pretty much what he is unless he really puts together a full-blown season. But I think he'd have to find a way to get to like a 265, 270 average before we really start, seeing him as like an all-star caliber first baseman. He is just 22 years old, but again, being pretty much right at his potential limit as is right now. This is probably pretty much what he is, but he's arguably, he's not arguably, a Gold Glove caliber first baseman. He was a playoff MVP during this run. Was really, really good in the postseason. Kobe Mayo had a nice, season here as well. 814 OPS. He's been a good pickup for us. Lars Nootbaar, a nice bounce back season for him. We still have him for 2 more years. Jaron Duran was certainly not as good. He is starting to heavily regress here, as you can see. Did not have a good season. Followed up, being one of the 5 or 6 best players in the American League. His first year with us considerably dropped off, almost a 200-point drop in his OPS. Still got him for 1 more year with a lot of money. We'll see how that works out. We got to make a decision here with Cal Raleigh. 33-year-old catcher, put up his 3rd straight 30-yak season. 782 OPS. So been on a 3-year decline when it comes to that number, but been really, really good for us. He was the World Series MVP, won the Silver Slugger this year. A multi-time Gold Glover. Like, he's kind of tough to let go. We'll have to see what the contract looks like. We do have Harry Ford just waiting in the wings here at 27 years old, going to be 28. He's been good, in limited action through his first 218 career at-bats. He's hit 12 home runs, posted an 847 OPS. He slugs a ton. Or at least so far has in his early career, and he looks like a guy that's going to get on base. Good discipline number. So we'll kind of see how that works out. Nolan Jones was fantastic this year. An 830 OPS, 20 homers, 12 stolen bases, 74 RBIs, high average, high on-base percentage, does just enough slugging, to really carry that. He had a really strong season there. Julio got off to a slow start, like he typically does, has a good second half, though. Puts up another great season, a 5 WAR campaign. Wasn't all-star, so made his 5th or 6th straight appearance with that. Was not quite maybe what we wanted him to be after that magical playoff run he had for us back in year 5. And then, of course, we signed Otto Lopez, came in, did just fine, at the top of the lineup. Career high in home runs, struck out and maybe didn't get on base as much as I would like to, but a solid enough player. The rotation, so we saw pretty solid George Kirby. Christian Javier was really good for the vast majority of this season. Bryce Miller had the worst year of his career by a long shot, and was just not very good. But his worst season he has had here in the series by a mile. And the backup numbers don't really impress either. Nick Lodolo, though, was really good yet again. Maybe not quite as good as he was in 29, but was pretty good in 30. Brian Wu continues to be a menace. Contract-wise, we got Wu for another year, Lodolo for another year, got Miller for another year. We got another year of Christian Javier. Still have 2 more years of George Kirby. So this rotation could certainly look a lot different. The bullpen was largely really good this year. No real complaints. Jojo Romero as our lefty reliever free agent pickup was not great. Troy Taylor was good. Eddie Matos, is one of our top pitching prospects. He's now come up and is a 82 overall at 22 years old. Is our first round pick back in 2026. Has been pretty good out of the bullpen. Uceda was fantastic. Griffin Jacks was fantastic. Tanner Scott, another lefty reliever, obviously, that we paid pretty good money for a 1-year deal to, was not great this year. The closer role has been a major problem for us. But, yeah, we've won another World Series. Hard to really complain about this. Won 4 of the last 5. That one completely 100% in the sim. Let's get to the offseason, and let's Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll keep playing with the Mariners. I didn't even know that was a thing. We need a new first base coach. Okay. All right. Okay. Retired players. Anybody? Shoto Imanaga. Lance McCullers. Cal Quantrill. Cal Quantrill is still around at this point. Golly. Mike Trout finally retires down to a 60 overall. Should be the first Hall of Fame player we've had in a minute. At least he finally did get to 500 home runs. He was a guy that for a large portion of this series, I kind of kept making sure his attributes were good. Didn't really do it here on this last year as he started struggling. Then, of course, he just completely fell apart the last year. Eric Fritty, Steve Conrad. Let's see, Clay Holmes, Luis Severino. Tanner Banks. Let's see. Scott Barlow, David Bednar. Javier Baez. Certainly not going to make the Hall of Fame. But yeah, Trout is certainly going to get in. Be the first one again we've had in a couple of years. Nestor Cortez is retiring due to a poor free agent market. Logan Davidson. Carl Edwards Jr., David Fletcher, Joey Gallo. Cannot believe Gallo lasted this long. He has not played in this series since the 2025 season, since year 1. Let's see. Hunter Joe. Shelby Miller. I think that's going to be pretty much JT Realmuto. Does he get into the Hall of Fame as a catcher? We'll see here in just a second. Jake Rogers. Paul Sewald. Robert Stevenson. Miles Straw. All right. Freddie Freeman gets in. I did not see that Freddie just retired. So Mike Trout did not make it to the Hall of Fame and Freddie Freeman did? Okay. I don't really know what the markers are when it comes to that. All right, so need a first base coach. At this point in time, obviously, this stuff doesn't overly matter. Just like to try to get somebody that doesn't kill our other stats. We have plenty of money to spend, I'm sure. Go after Arthur Stevens there. Exclusive free agents. So, obviously, this is a lot of key guys here. What is Raleigh looking for? 2-year deal? Harry Ford just never gets a chance to be our starting catcher. Didn't he get traded in real life? Pretty sure he did, correct? I'm not crazy. Harry Ford. He did get traded. With the work schedule I have where I work nights, it's kind of harder to keep up with all this. So, yes, he did get traded. Let's just roll with Raleigh for the rest of this. Nolan Jones. Phenomenal this year. Just largely, really just a DH, $15 million a year. Why don't we see what the market is there? Tanner Scott was not great. Jojo Ramirez was not great. Useda, he's been so good. Let's go ahead and try to bring him in. Do the same thing here with Griffin Jacks. I don't even want to, no reason to even look at it. We'll pay these guys that have been really good at the back end of our bullpen. And he has managed to not really fall apart either. Ryan Bliss at this point. Yeah. All right, so offered a contract to Raleigh, Useda, Griffin Jacks. Probably come back to Nolan Jones, kind of see what that does. We've got to look for 2 lefty relievers here yet again with that. But let's go ahead and start maneuvering through. Arthur Stevens is going to be our first base coach. Nope, do not want to stop simulating. Yes. So now we get to go through the fun of, have we gotten any signings yet? So Jax and Useda both decide to come back for a 1-year deal, which is good. Let's go ahead and get the awful part of this out of the way. But yeah, super excited to get back for whenever MLB The Show 26 comes out. Definitely going to go with a more challenging route than what this ended up being. Going to be more of a low budget team that we got to kind of work around. One that maybe doesn't have the best farm system in the world either, but has at least got some good fun pieces and I think some good storylines for us to kind of maneuver with. If there is one thing that I want them to do, because we can kind of handle regression and progression ourselves, and I got some ideas for how I want to handle that in MLB The Show 26, but I really wish they could find a way to make this faster, because this is absolutely awful. This is terrible doing this every year. It's not so bad if I'm not doing it, trying to record and stuff, but since I don't cut out stuff, y'all pretty much, like, unless I, for some reason, ended up with like a work phone call that takes like 30 minutes or something, y'all just kind of sit here and watch the whole thing that I deal with. This needs to be so much faster and easier to do than what it is right now. It's horrible going through this every year. Like, just let me select, because I don't know why anybody would give these guys any more money than what you give them. Like, just give us a button to click them, or a select all button, and then we just unclick those that we don't want to, and then just go our merry way. If you really want to offer somebody a contract, I guess that's a different discussion, but like going through all these minor leaguers every single year is painful. But yeah, really excited about MLB The Show 26. We made it through 5 real actual seasons this year. With the team I plan on going for, I could see us spending a little bit more time like in the early stretch of like April of year 1, kind of getting used to the players, but then kind of moving relatively quickly, depending on how the season goes, I guess. I'd like to do a better job of, getting through the regular season of these episodes, maybe in 8 episodes or so, which is kind of roughly what I did this year. But, trying to go through all the scouting, do all that stuff can just take up a lot of time. But I think I'm going to worry a lot less about how long the videos and stuff are, and just let you guys just see how I played the game. As we're kind of trying to figure out how this is going to work on the channel and stuff. This series did extremely well for me this year, which was awesome. The first episode of the series is by my most viewed video by mile. The Purdue Boilermakers dynasty is kind of getting close to that at this point. But yeah, this Mariners franchise was really good for me, and I hope that this allows for a lot of growth, especially as we work towards making things more challenging and being with a more difficult team to start off with than I was here with the Mariners start off with is certainly going to play a major role in that. Like, the team that I'm going to use, I don't think that we're going to make even a playoff run, maybe for the first year or 2. So it could be us kind of moving around pretty quickly. Let's see what we want to do here. So Jason Giordano, so we got a bunch of Bunch of players that are of consequence here. Sorted by this. So Jason Giordano, we're at the point he needs to get moved up. Added to the 40-man. Jim Flowers to the 40-man. Oliver Hopkins. See potential. Let's see. Michael Silva. Why do I want to add? Rada, like these guys are not going to be. Walter Ford, I'm not going to add him. Michael Morales, not going to add him. Brock Rodden, no. No. Yeah, a lot of these guys are just a lot older. I just want to make sure I'm not missing somebody a little bit farther down. But I'm kind of really excited to see what maybe, you know, a year 8 sim with largely a whole new pitching staff, what that might look like. Yeah, I think we're good on everybody else. Let's add. We'll start the clock here for Hopkins and Silva. And I think the rest of these guys will. Golly. Let the rest of them just kind of be what they are. Yeah, we'll go with that. At that point, you're not really losing anybody of significance. Just 3 people here up for arbitration. One of them is Emerson Hancock, 31 years old. He is just continuously asked what we have needed of him. Let's offer him arbitration. I think 2.5 is fair for him as our long reliever right now. Dominic Canzone. Was it even worth offering him? He has no more options left. I mean, he played well. He's 33 years old. Up to let's just let him see what he can do. Troy Taylor's been really good for us out of the bullpen. We'll give him a nice little raise. And we are ready for free agency. And really the big thing we're looking at is DH. Who is my other guy here? Oh, Cal Raleigh. Okay. Yep. That's who it was. So let's try to immediately go back here and let's try to add Cal Raleigh to the group. Oh, he has no motivation to sign with us. Okay. I mean, if we end up having to go Harry Ford, we end up having to go Harry Ford. You know, that kind of is what it is. And now we're looking for really just a DH type. I mean, something like obviously James Wood and, you know, Dylan Cruz would be fun. Cruz finally had a relative breakout this year, 754 OPS after a bit of a down year in 29. Really elite defender. Has not really progressed offensively. James Wood is just outstanding. Let's just see what maybe that would just for fun. See what that looks like. But yeah, we're looking for a bat here for sure. And really, I wouldn't mind if that means like Lars Nootbaar goes to DH. Like if one of these outfielders really seems to make sense. What kind of money do we have to spend? $75 million. Okay. All right. It doesn't really matter which side of the plate. Colson Montgomery is already a free agent. Wow. Solid, but not anything crazy. This is not a fantastic class. It's really good, like at the top. I mean, obviously a guy like Spencer Swellenbach would be a lot of fun. James Wood would be looking for a massive deal. He has been outstanding. All-star, a 2-time Silver Slugger. Arguably could have been an MVP. I mean, a 1022 OPS, 7.5 WAR player. Evan Carter's been really good. 6 WAR for him. Let's see. Just kind of see what else is maybe out here. Aaron Judge. Starting to fall off. Still a really good hitter, though. Can I believe they declined his option? It's kind of crazy. Victor Robles just hanging around. Continues. Look at that season he just put up. 3 straight 20-homer seasons with 40-plus stolen bases. One of those was a negative WAR season. He's been really, really good since he left us. I mean, PCA, but PCA just does not hit at all in this series. Parker Meadows. I've had some fun playing against him for sure. Rosa Reyna still hanging around. And, of course, you do have Nolan Jones, who we could argue could easily bring back. I think that'd be fun as well. You go with like a Jose Ramirez for a 1-year rental at DH. Bryce Harper just as a DH. Put up another great season. Golly. Look at the 900 OPS season streak there. Harper was another guy that I was kind of not letting decline too much, but as we got into the long-term sim, that's just kind of has happened. Just kind of is what it is. Drake Baldwin, Braves legend. Then we're going to have to start moving into. Do we just go after James Wood at this point in time for the fun of it? He's going to be a $30 million a year player. We really ain't got that much money to spend. I don't know that we're bringing back Raleigh. We need to, because I think I can go get a bat. Let's go look at lefty relievers. TJ Hers, pretty good. Robert Garcia was really good. I'll add him to the list instead. I think we'll just leave James Wood on here and we'll just see. I think that'd be something fun to do. Would really help us maybe get another World Series title. And see what we got here. Good on that. James Wood does not want to come here. Raleigh, we're still working on. Okay, James Wood doesn't want to come. Absolutely no problem. Let's instead move this over to, I think Evan Carter makes a lot of sense. Make sure we're putting up a we'll do a closing picture there as well. Okay. Go ahead and offer Garcia here. Right at $6.4 million. Lock-in changes. Let's keep it moving. Spencer Swellenbach goes back to the Braves on a big 7-year deal. Yuri Perez, 27 years old, coming off a 3 ERA season. He goes to the Braves as well. They're looking to make a pinch. Back in Garcia. Okay, decides not to come. That's fine. Yep. Evan Carter does not want to come here either. Still working on Cal Raleigh. All right, let's see if there's somebody else we can try to go get here. Just as a DH type. I mean, David Fry's been rock solid in this series. Jose Ramirez are probably good for a 1-year rental. Bryce Harper at DH. He's been so good. Let's try to work that out. Yeah, if Raleigh wants to come back, that'd be great, though. We'll re-offer to Garcia here. A little bit more money. Come on, Garcia. Okay. Chance that Harper wants to come around. He's been so good, he obviously can really fall off. Try to give him 16-6s. I think we can go back after Nolan Jones. I think it'd be fun to kind of go after somebody a little bit different. See what we got. He does sign. We're bringing in Bryce Harper to be our new DH. Just want to do something a little bit different. He's been better than Nolan Jones. Justin Martinez goes with the Blue Jays. Okay. Nope, already done all that. Camilo Duvall, the Angels. We finally offer Raleigh. We can. Now we need to go back to relievers. Do you try to go after Hader? He's not been that great. Closers, just not great. Really and truly. Kowski here coming off a 2.22 ERA after back-to-back seasons over 5 ERA. That is a little wild. Trying to Abreu. How's Will Vest been? Will Vest has been good the last couple of years. Come on, Garcia. Enough is enough. Keep giving him the same contract. And now I guess let's go take a look at Cal Raleigh. Try to bring him back. Harry Ford ended up being traded in real life. I have no problem just bringing back the big dumper here to be our franchise catcher. And we'll kind of take a look and see what the roster looks like beyond this. Garcia finally decides to join us. Now we got another contract decision going to be Cal Raleigh, and he decides. Nope. Okay. Hadn't signed with somebody else at least, which is good. Griffin Conine. Interesting. Not interested. So Raleigh, now he definitely wants to be here. We'll give him some more money. Basically just give him the same contract we just did. All right, let's take a look at the bullpen now. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. So we need one more guy in the bullpen. I would love another lefty. Even if it's Hader and he's not our closer, I don't think that's maybe the worst idea. Hader at 36. We need another lefty in the bullpen. DJ Hurst was really solid. Has been really solid. I think that's who we go after instead of Will Vest here. So let's just let that marinate. Come on, Raleigh. Quit playing with my emotions. That's going to largely do it for us. Okay, he is not. Still not coming. Okay. Don't care about the lottery where it lasts. Man, Nolan Jones. I think Harper's fun. DJ Hurst wants to come. Okay, so let's get Raleigh. Finally, please. Please, just come back. Let's offer here to Hurst. Go ahead and just give him a 2-year deal. 30 years old, yeah. 2-year deal. Let's go ahead and get this over with him. That'll pretty much do it for the offseason. We'll start simulating a little quicker after that. Jackson Merrill signs a relatively smaller deal there, actually, for the Blue Jays. Oh, that's a trade. Tom Yu and Rudy Reyes. Okay. All right. I'm good on that. I'm expecting to sign Raleigh and Hurst here and kind of be done with the off season. Let's see. What are we doing here? Okay, so we got another lefty reliever and Hurst. I don't know what is going on with Raleigh. Not interested. Thank you, though. He's at 88% motivation. Like, I don't... What is the highest I can get this to? Let's get this over with here. 95%. And I think that's going to do it. Removed from the big board. James Wood and Dylan Cruz still out there. All right, Raleigh finally decides to come back, which is good. And I think that is pretty much going to do it. Harper comes in as our DH. Raleigh back at catcher. Really like this lineup. We trust Newt Bar to stick around a little bit better here. I think so. Harper's just been so good even with the regression. Like, he's been outstanding. All right. I think now we can, I think we're at the point, I think it's fair to, Nolan Jones goes to the Giants, okay? Yeah, I think we're good. Evan Carter with the Cubs, okay. We could have gotten into that battle as long as it took him to sign. Really the same with James Wood as well. I just got to click through. James Wood signs an 8-year, $211 million deal with the Mets. I think it's worth it for where he's at in the stage of his career, being 28 years old. David Fry, 2-year deal, solid. Been really good in this series. Winkowski turns in his one excellent year to almost $10 million. Okay. Still waiting on Dylan Cruz to sign something. I think we're good. Dylan Cruz goes to the Yankees. Coming off of a 4-war season, it's 9 years, $309 million. He got a bigger deal than James Wood did. Okay. All right, back to spring training. Let's go ahead and let's see how Bryce Miller does this year. Obviously a legend. 3-time All-Star, Cy Young winner. See how he does this year, but I'd like to bring him around. But yeah, it could be a very, very different team heading into year 8. Certainly am expecting us to be. Look at Gary Valencia. Opening day starter here for the Orioles. One of the better teams in baseball. Up to an 87 overall at 26 years old. Coming off a really, really good season. A 3.57 ERA. Peripherals. Okay, still working his way down on that. 2.5 WAR player. Been really good despite not being able to throw overly hard. Ryan Pepio. Okay, anyway. Kind of see how they got us shaking out here. Ooh, golly, they got Julio hitting all the way down here against lefties. Kind of makes sense. Not a great hitter against lefties. Still going to move him up here at the top. I think I'm okay with that. Rotation, so Matos, Hancock, Martin Diaz, Troy Taylor, Griffin Jacks, Hers, Garcia, Uceda. Griffin Jacks was our closer last year, right? Actually, no, yeah, that's right. Tanner Scott was. Okay. We can roll with that for right now. I'm good with it. And yeah, just going to pretty quickly do a lot of simulating here. Ooh. Okay, so we had a nice trade here. Prospect for prospect. Okay. Let's actually stop simulating. We're off to a 6-0 start on the season. Take a look at the top prospects. Jason Farley still our number 1. Sid Billings behind him. Not a whole lot changing here. Who's our highest ranked prospect? Jason Farley is at 13th there. Okay. Adrian Aparicio, an 80 overall, 18-year-old, a potential catcher. He's got to be a 99 overall player. Has to be. I mean, yeah, 99 potential guy. That's insane. Look at, the 2 generational prospects here. Both 18-year-olds, 80 overalls in the draft that we didn't really pay any attention to. Okay, who are these guys again? I just want to see what their potentials are. So catcher for the Angels, third baseman for the A's. Wow. he already their starting third baseman? Is not. Adrian Ring. Outstanding bat, solid glove at this age. 99 potential. Wow. And then catcher here. Yep, 299 potentials. That is crazy. Off to a 6-0 start, guys. Yeah, we're doing all that's auto. We're good. Yep, we look really good here again. 22-9 in the opening month. Already 5.5 games up in the division. Let's see. Where are we at from a depth chart perspective? Best team in baseball. 3rd in speed, 6th contact, 1st power, 1st pitching, 1st defense. Wow. Yeah. Pretty much the best roster you can put together here. I keep clicking the wrong thing. Duran, rock solid start. Good bounce back from where he was last year, at least in early going. New bar's been really good. Bryce Harper has been tremendous. He's been great. Been awesome. Heck yeah. Raleigh has been phenomenal. Already 12 home runs. Currently posting a 1055 OPS at 34 years old. He's starting to regress. Julio's been really good. It's a really strong start for him. Only 4 home runs, but a nice average on base percentage. Good slugging. 4 triples. Okay. Kobe Mayo, an 897 OPS. He's off to a really good start. Adrian Ramirez continues to just improve a little bit by a little bit. It looks like he's off to a good start. Cole Young falling apart. Okay, so this has not been a good start for him early on this year. We'll see how that kind of plays out. Michael Arroyo, we got him as a bench guy here at 26 years old. Not doing a whole lot. Harry Ford continues to mash. He's hit 4 home runs in his first 27 at-bats this year. Wow. At this point, I'm going to make just Harry Ford the DH next year. I mean, he just clubs it. Lazaro Montez, we just leave him on the bench. It's off to a good start. 2 home runs, his first 6 career hits. So it's a low average, but good on base percentage and slugging. Obviously, extremely small sample size. Rotation, Brian Wu is getting shelled, but the rest of the 4 have been great. Lodolo has been outstanding through the first month. I'm sure Wu will bring it around. Bullpen, Troy Taylor has been a bit of a problem. DJ Hurds has been a bit of a problem. Garcia has been great, and Usain has been great. Okay. It's going to be another one of those seasons, like no real reason to like try to plug and play anything. We're quickly now into into June. 38-21, we're already going to run away with this division, it looks like. Taylor Dollard, Knight. Take a look at just kind of what of our like top prospects are doing right quick. Jason Farley, an excellent. Sid Billings, still at single A. Damon Hand, solid. Jim Flowers, not pitched yet. Giordano's been good. Carl Williams. Okay. Terrence Henderson, potential closer as early as next year. Really solid. He's starting to get a little bit lower on the list here. Obviously, we got a lot of great pitching prospects. Cole Emerson, 25 years old, finally getting close to being a major league prospect at this point. Just takes so long for these guys to be able to hit at any kind of level to get there. Duran's having a great bounce back campaign. Still regressing in total because of his age, but been a good player here. Lars Nootbaar dipping down a little bit, but doing okay. Just not slugging very much here at all through a couple of months. Bryce Harper definitely declining, but an 842 OPS is still really strong. Cal Raleigh still at 976 OPS. He's already hit 19 home runs, so he looks well on his way to another 30 yak season. Julio. A nice OPS. I mean, obviously, some of the numbers are maybe not screaming superstar season here, but 847 OPS because he's hitting 287, 356 on base is really, really good. Kobe Mayo regressing pretty heavily here, despite being fine. Like, I don't understand, why is he regressing? Adrian Ramirez, 814 OPS. Is he finally having the sure enough breakout campaign here? Cole Young still playing horrendously. We gave him the big contract. It's just not working out for him this year, which is fine. You know he's giving you good defense. So, Arroyo not doing a whole lot. Harry Ford continues to mash. Celestine, not much there. And then Montez, not much. So, Wu is definitely struggling, but Lodolo, Miller, Kirby, and Javier have been good. Diaz is now struggling. He's only pitched an inning in the third, though. Swap him around, try to get him some more innings. Troy Taylor struggling. Jackson's been good. Hers starting to bounce back a little bit. It's been good over his 4 out of the last 5. He has not given up any runs, but did have one blow-up game in the middle of that. Garcia has been great. It's a good offseason pickup for us. Okay, a little bit of a struggle there. Start off the month of June. Look at that. Strong finish, though. 54-31. We look well on our way to maybe a 100-win campaign. We have run away with this division pretty much already. Brian Chin, Mel Winters was solid. Okay. Terrence Henderson doing really good work. David Hand's been really good. A lot of guys with fire. So Duran did not have a great month. Not exactly what you want to see. Okay. Harper continues to be really good, man. That's really good, despite the regression and everything. Of course, he's fighting regression to the best of his ability. Raleigh is having a fantastic campaign. Julio rock solid again. Mayo, okay, now he's not regressing nearly as much, putting together a good year. Bad month from Adrian Ramirez has him regressing. I think he just kind of is what he is, a 760-ish OPS guy. Cole Young still kind of right in line, playing a little bit better as of recently, but not great. I haven't even looked at Otto Lopez. Sorry. Lopez definitely struggling. 684 OPS is really, really bad here at the bottom of the lineup. Still got him for another year. That is not necessarily working out. Arroyo has not been good off the bench. Harry Ford has been good off the bench. Celestine, not great. And then Montez, not great. Starting rotation is really good. And Brian Wu is starting to kind of get his act together here, which is good to see. Diaz had a good month. Bullpen's been good. Bullpen's been good. It's the best bullpen we've had in a long time. Let's just get through the All-Star break and we'll kind of take a look and see what that looks like. Simulate the draft. Skip that. Oh. Okay. Start signing draft picks, so that's now a part of this. Really nobody wants to sign, so that's fun and exciting. All-Star voting, so Nick Lodolo made it. Logan Gilbert also made it, for what it's worth. Lodolo has not been beaten, has not suffered a loss yet this year. He's been great. Let's see. I don't think we have any closing pitchers. Cal Raleigh makes it. 25 home runs heading into the All-Star breaks. Outstanding. Bryce Harper makes another All-Star game here. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Putting together an 887 OPS at 38 years old for us in the middle of our lineup. 21st half home runs with 8 stolen bases. Julio makes it, is not the starter. Roman Anthony ended up getting that spot. My controller battery is about to die. So if I go quiet for a second, that's all it is. I can go get that in a second. Adrian Fabregas. It's a top prospect for a long time. Dylan Cruz makes it. Okay. Bryce Harper. Yep. Okay. Word. Signing our draft picks. This does not look like it's going to be that great. Still can't offer any of these guys. Awesome. I think I had it where it's like auto scouting and stuff. I don't know why there's like no motivation for any of these guys. Awesome. May not sign anybody. Wow. Oh, we got somebody to sign here. Ruffin, come on, baby. All right, there we go. Oh, over my allotment. Okay. All right, can't offer anybody. Word. It's fine. Does not matter at this point in the series anyway. Justin Martinez, didn't he just sign with them? Or just signed and then has already been traded. From the Blue Jays over to the Marlins. Okay. For a couple of just decent prospects, I guess. We are 13.5 games up. Let's take a look at stats again here. So, yeah. What a season Cal Raleigh is having. 30 home runs already at 921 OPS. I mean, this is going to be better than that 26 season when he should have been like a MVP candidate. It's already been worth 5 WAR. Is he an MVP guy right now? Cal Raleigh right now is leading the way at MVP. 34 years old, playing hard to get all offseason. What a season he is putting together. Golly. Julio's been good, starting to pick up the power here a little bit, it looks like. It'll be Mayo having a good year. Ramirez just kind of riding line. Cole Young starting to get it together. That's good. Maybe not like an all-star-esque caliber player this year, but solid year. Here comes, okay, Otto Lopez bouncing back now. Bench guys kind of doing their thing. Javier is blowing up, struggling here, particularly over 3 of these last 4 starts have been horrendous. See if that kind of comes back around. Kirby is heavily regressing. And we still have another. Why? I don't know why he's regressing like this. He's down to an 83 overall. Bryce Miller still working his way up. Probably going to plan to bring him back. Having a nice year. Yeah, it's going to be a different looking rotation Lodolo's been outstanding, but he's regressing a lot too. Seems like a lot. I guess it's also kind of the MLB service along with their age. I know that regression system on here is really out of whack, and especially when we're doing nothing but like these long-term sims. Makes it a little worse. What does Bryce Miller want? 120 over 5 years. I think for the vibes, I have to keep him. I'm probably only doing one more year anyway of the sim. So, try to bring him back. There we go. So, we got him extended, which is dope. Our Cy Young winner. We're going to keep him around for the rest of the series. Probably just one more year at the most. It'll be 2 as far as the simulating, but bringing him back. Cool beans. Now let's just kind of fast forward through the end of the year here. I don't think I turned injuries off. Maybe I just set it to where it's just automatically doing it. I don't know. Did I turn injuries off for this? Maybe I did turn injuries off when I started the Sims. I think I did. All right. So through the regular season, we obviously walked away. Ended up 96 wins, tying the best record here in the American League and the best record in all of baseball. As a lot of teams are really even all across the sport at this point. Here in 2031, as it's easier for teams to kind of start making money, Durant just tanked at the end of the year. That is not going to be how we set up our lineup for the postseason. That's ended up being a really bad contract after that one great year to start off with. No pop from Moot Bar, but everything else I'll take. Harper really struggled with the power down the stretch, but obviously another really solid season. Harry Ford, did he win MVP? With a 896 OPS, 40 home runs, 113 RBIs, going to be close. Julio, big year. Is that the best year he's had in the series? Technically, from an OPS perspective, it is. 26 home runs, 19 stolen bases. Kobe Mayo. Power just went away for him, too. He hadn't hit a home run in like 2 months. Okay. All right. Ramirez tanked against lefties, it looked like. Lost 11 in contact there. 737 OPS, 21 home runs. That's what he is. Cole Young, worst offensive year of his career, but did get to 20 stolen bases, double digits in home runs again. Probably 2 WAR, a WAR and a half, so easily the worst year of his early career. Lopez got hot in the second half, ended up putting together a good year. Cole Emerson in a really small sample size, looked okay. Arroyo, not a lot here. Harry Ford, okay, not great. Look at this rotation. Javier was good, finished the season strong. Kirby, Bryce Miller might win the Cy Young. Lodolo struggled in the back half of this season, really bad over his last 10 starts. Brian Wu got hot, though, over his last 10 starts. Bullpen, really good. Oh, come on, Useda, struggling at the very end of it. League leaders, Raleigh led the way in home runs, Julio in triples, Raleigh in RBIs, and Julio in WAR. So great to see the big Julio monster campaign. Been waiting to see since we started this series. Wow. I bet Raleigh won MVP. But Julio, obviously an outstanding campaign there. Kind of quickly go through this. Chet leading the way in average and hits. No surprise there. 33 years old, still an outstanding player. Another fantastic season. J.J. Weatherholt. Julio's 5th in hits. Dylan Cruz looked like he had a breakthrough campaign there. Actually lowered his potential. Okay. This game is so weird sometimes. Home runs. Again, Julio led the tied for the baseball league in triples. Look at Max Clark. Did not hit a lick. Okay. So Cal Raleigh, 40 home runs. I'm sure he just won MVP. That's cool. Leading RBIs. Julio in fourth for that spot. A lot of Tigers there. They've been our biggest nemesis for sure. Ronnie Rockets led the league in runs scored. Bryce Harper ninth. Victor Robles, man, wow. What a player he has ended up being in this series. Gotten up to almost 20 career WAR. I mean, I enjoyed playing with him, but he has had some great seasons. OPS, Jonathan India leads the way. We almost signed him way back when. Almost went after him heading into this 27 season and decided against it, but he has been just tremendous. Went to Brandon Lau, I think at the time is who it was. Yeah, wow, okay. He has been phenomenal. Raleigh ends up fourth there. Julio sixth. Gary Valencia leads the way and wins. He's up to a 92 overall. He might have won the Cy Young. And he did. So the guy that we drafted with our competitive balance pick or whatever it's called way back in 2025, we ended up trading him away for Kobe Mayo. As Mayo was a bit of a, DH, kind of a spot starter for Baltimore. We traded Gary Valencia, the number one pitching prospect in baseball at the time, over to them. Gary Valencia ends up being the Cy Young winner here in year 7. 224 innings, 167 strikeouts, a 2.40 ERA. Wow. Wow, that's awesome. That's really cool. That's dope. We did a nice job scouting. Man, he should have been the player we kept instead of Adrian Ramirez, though, right? Mitch Keller leads in strikeouts. Yeah, Valencia was a machine. Yeah. Easily the best pitcher in the American League. Easily the best. Quickly do the National League here. Vlad Jr. still just being a menace. Matt Wallner, 33 years old. Just randomly hits 40 yaks for the Cardinals. He's been good in the series, though. Christopher Morel. Wow, what a comeback for him. Okay. Charlie Condon. Up to a 90 overall. A monster season here for Colorado. It's that back-to-back really outstanding season. James Wood right there as well. David Fry leads in RBIs, leads all of baseball. James Wood, back-to-back. Is that back-to-back with 1,000 OPS? Back-to-back with exactly a 1022 OPS. Roki Sasaki. Okay. Jason Delaney, former, I think he was the number one prospect in baseball at one point in time in this series. Pitcher Strider with the Cubs. Leading in strikeouts. Eflin leads in WAR, just barely edging Spencer Strider and Paul Skeens. Skeens is like, I hate the player regression and stuff on this game. Why is Paul Skeens at 28 and 81 overall? Like, is he real life Paul Skeens in this series? No. He's had one season with an ERA above 3.57. And he is an 81 overall, seeing regression with a 2.61 ERA season. Like, and I don't know like what I would want them to do. I kind of wish they're like what would Paul Skeens be at 28 years old in this timeline when he puts up this season on the next year's game? He'd be at 96, 97 overall. Why is he regressing down to an 81 for zero reason? Is it just anyway? So Cal Raleigh wins MVP here. Gets it over Ronald Acuna and Lawrence Butler. For the top three players there. Gary Valencia, again, is your Cy Young winner. Bo Bichette, the batting title. Mason Miller, reliever of the year. Look at that. Will Vest, who we looked at. Okay. Makes me feel good. David Walsh, look at that guy. Comes in with a fantastic rookie year. Jonathan India wins the Hank Aaron. Raleigh almost wins a Gold Glove. Otto Lopez does win a Gold Glove. Let's see. Jaron Duran almost wins one in left field. Julio finishes third in center field. Bryce Harper wins a Silver Slugger yet again here. Like his 18th of his career. At DH, Raleigh wins it at catcher. No surprise there. Julio wins one in the outfield. Okay. We are now to the postseason. I mean, we've been so good, you just leave the lineup where it is and just, Jaron Duran being terrible, just kind of, I think we just let it roll. All right, so we get Boston here in a 5-game series in the ALDS. Split the first two. Up 2-1, 3-1, okay? Now a 7-game set here in the ALCS against Cleveland. We've seen them in this spot before. Cincinnati and Arizona on the other side. 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. Going against Arizona again for the third time in the World Series. In this series, go down 1-0, down 2-0, down 3-0. What is this recording at? So I think I want to... Yeah, at hour 10. Let's hop in here and let's just do just quick manage. We're down 3-0 here in the World Series, trying to win our third straight. Bryce Miller on the mound.
Play ball. 3.
Okay.
3.
We're going to bounce through this pretty quickly for sure.
3.
Just seeing if we can have any kind of late comeback. We're getting opportunities and just not making up for it. We're down 1-0 here as Mountcastle hits a home run. Double play. Yeah, the offense is just struggling here.
Ball 4.
All right, so still just a 1-0 game. We got the score, though. Steal here, Duran. He gets caught stealing.
Take your base. Ball 4, take your base.
Raleigh, big opportunity there.
Now pitching.
We're getting plenty of pitching, guys.
Number 17, Nick Fraze.
Come on. So now 1-0 through the
Now
6th inning.
for the Diamondbacks, number 33, Hunter.
He's safe.
Get it.
Take your base. Ball 4.
There we go. Tied up there with Lars Nootbaar. Now Bryce Harper, big opportunity.
Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 37.
Hits a triple and 2-run score. We're up 3-1. Miller still looks good. I think we just leave it just for a minute. Gets a double play. Home run to Julio. We're up 4-1. Let's take him out here. Let's go.
Now pitching for
Garcia.
number 62, Robert Garcia.
Okay, 4-2. There we go. We're up 2 runs here. Top of the 9th.
3.
Now pitching for Seattle, number
When you say it.
63,
Come on.
Edwin Uceta.
Threw him out at home. All right. So we finally get in the win column here. Great game there from Bryce Miller. Now 3-1. This would be quite the comeback for sure. To try to win our third straight World Series. This is the end of an era. You're going to replace a lot of guys out of this rotation. Julio's at the 10-year MLB service mark. Does he start regressing? This is big.
Ball 3. Ball 4, take your base. Ball 4, take your base.
Bases loaded for Julio, and he strikes out.
He's safe.
Woo was really bad in the first half.
3.
Okay.
Take your base. Ball 4.
Grand slam, Bryce Harper.
3.
38, 39 years old at this point in
3.
time.
That hit him.
It
He's
is a
got first.
4-0 lead. Can we just get
Ball 4. Take
a
your
good
base.
start
3.
here?
First base.
Get good pitching. Come on.
3.
Now pitching for the Diamondbacks.
Bryce Harper's got 5 RBIs. It's a 6-0 game.
3.
All right, 6-1. We go.
Ball 4. Take your base. 3.
Should end up
Take
being
your
able to
base,
get
ball
this
4. Out.
Should be able to get this to a 3-2 game. Let's take out Wu.
Now
Put Eddie
pitching
Matos
for
in there.
Seattle, Number 20, Eddie.
Here we go.
Matos.
6-1 here, heading in the top of the 8th.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Okay, not a good start here. Let's take Matos out. Go with
Now
Giordano.
pitching for the Mariners,
Ball 4. Take your
Number
base.
14, Jason Giordano.
Take your base. Ball 4.
Almost bat around. It's now a 6-4 game.
Number 40, Bryce Jarvis.
I did not realize Giordano got called up. Got called up in September, it looks like. 18 innings, 2 ERA. I think he's yeah, he can pitch at this level. Who do we go here, though? Look at Griffin Jacks all the way down to a 67 overall. How about Diaz trying to get the close here? Low pitching clutch. I think you got to just trust
Now pitching
Just
for
the guy here.
Seattle, Number 63.
Got a
Edwin
great start giving up the double.
Isela.
Gets it done. Okay. It's a 6-4. Bryce Harper with a 5 RBI day that includes a grand slam. They're in the second inning off of Hunter Green. Made it a 3-2. Can we come all the way back from down? It would be crazy. Nick Lodolo on the mound all the way down to a 79 overall. Been great in the postseason, though. Got our bullpen guys.
Play ball.
Day to get freshened up. That's not a great start, but he holds it. Okay.
3. 3. 3. 3.
I'd almost feel bad for Arizona if they make it back here again. Kobe Mayo with a home run. Gives us a 1-0 lead here in Game 6, but Caldwell ties it up with one of his own. How's Drew Jones been in the series? Hasn't played a whole ton. Great defender, just not a great bat. Oh, it's 2-1 back-to-back solo shots. It's a really bad inning here from Lodolo. We got to take him out.
Now pitching for the Mariners. Number
3.
20,
Now 3-1.
Eddie Matos.
3. 3. 3. 3.
And just not a great day for the offense here. Okay, got a little something. Cole Young. Singles, knocks in 2. We're all tied up here in the bottom of the 4th. Now heading into the top of the 5th.
3.
Still got, they called him Matos. Still got Matos
Ball
on the
4.
mound
Take your
here.
base. 3.
He's putting together a really good outing.
3.
Just going to keep leaving him in there. What is Matos up to? 85. Yeah, he's ready to be a full-time, full-fledged starter for sure heading into next year at 24. That's
3.
dope. On 4-3.
Now pitching for the Mariners. Number 78, Martin Diaz.
Need more offense.
3.
Now pitching for the
Take your base.
Diamondbacks.
Ball 4.
Number 33,
Okay.
Hunter Gaddis. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks.
Ball 4.
Turner
Take your
Duran's
base.
been good in the
Number 40,
postseason.
Bryce
So is Newt Barr.
Jarvis.
3.
It's a big opportunity.
3.
Goes to waste. Bottom 8th, down a run.
Now pitching for Arizona, number 17.
Ball
Nick
4. Take your base. Take your base.
Fraze.
Ball 4.
Come on. Can we keep it at 4-1?
Now pitching for the Mariners. number
Finally got
14,
Caldwell out. He was 4 for 4.
Jason Giordano.
All right. I think let's hop in here and let's see. We're going to watch just the computer play. 3 outs away from losing in the World Series here in 6 games. See how this plays out.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris
I
Singleton.
forgot I was doing the. I've been kind of just playing off camera, just kind of playing
This
around.
one
Let's turn that off. Yep. We're going to select nobody here. Kirkering comes in for the saves. And Cole Young, 4-3 game, down 1 with 3 outs left here in the World Series. 0-1 count. That's going to be. Is that going to end up being a base hit? It is not. That ball somehow stayed in the air that long. Drew Jones able to run it down. Diamondbacks are 2 outs away. Otto Lopez been great here in the postseason, a 296 average.
Ball.
Ball on the outside, 1-0 count here from, I think I was calling him Kirkering, but Kirkering.
Yeehaw.
There we go. 100 miles an hour, so 1-1 count. That ball is hit. Hanging sweeper out to the warning track at the wall. It is gone. Otto Lopez ties this one up in the bottom of the 9th. What a swing from Otto Lopez. Wow. Oh, 2 outs away from a World Series title. Wow. Big drive, big swing, a hanging sweeper, almost hit the roof. It was so high. 4-4 game now. Moran has a chance to win it. Been 9 for 24 in the World Series. Been really good. He's 0 for 3 today. Behind 0-1. That was low. 1-1 count. Zeller warming up in the bullpen for the Diamondbacks. Mariners still have some of their best guys in the bullpen. Duran tries to pull this one down the line, but Carroll runs it down. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th now. Lars Nootbaar, a 386 postseason average, 1109 OPS, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. He's 0 for 4 today. He now gets his chance to walk it off. Mariners have been really aggressive, swinging a lot here early in counts. That was low. 1-1 count.
Strike. Ball.
Outside again, 2-1 count. Got Bryce Harper on deck. Nootbaar pulls this one. Carroll, I think, is going to run it down. He does. At this point, do we just stay in here? I think we're just going to stay in. We are leaving Jason Giordano out there. I don't think I've ever pitched with Giordano or ever seen him. Corbin Carroll at the plate.
Ball.
99 low. 1-0 count here to Carroll. Obviously, now in the postseason, there's no runner at second base to start extras. 99 on the inside. That is tough. 1-1 count. Come on, Jason. Quick inning here. There we go. Ramirez, Gold Glove defender over there at first base. one down here in the inning. Mountcastle. Watch this end up being like a 40-minute part of the video now. This game goes in like 18 innings. Giordano with a dot. 0-1 count. That ball. I left that one over the middle of the plate, but thankfully he throws it hard enough, able to cause Mountcastle to be late on it. Fly out to Newtbar. 2 outs here in the inning. They got the heart of their order up right now. We got the heart of our order coming up here in the bottom of the 10th. We get out Jordan Lawler. Giordano so far. 2 good outs. Ahead 0-1 again. Inside 1-1.
1-1.
Ooh, catches the corner. Been inside all 3 of these pitches. 1-2. Giordano looking towards the outside. Ooh, it's a base hit in the middle. Not a good curveball there. Okay. Got that one way over more on the middle of the plate than he wanted to be. O'Neal Cruz is coming in off the bench, a 905 postseason OPS.
That's inside.
1-0.
Ball.
Tries to pick him off. That throw is out, and Giordano making a mistake here. Lawler's able to move up to second base. Lawler's a good athlete. Yeah, 90 speeds, an outstanding speedster. This thing finds outfield grass. Arizona's going to be up. He's actually going to steal. Can Raleigh throw him out? He cannot. Now a base hit at all for sure scores him. Come on, Jason. Need another out.
High one.
Okay. Not where you want to leave the splitter, but it does work momentarily anyway. Fly ball out to right field. Head to the bottom of the 10th. 4-4 game. Mason kind of struggled there on the last little bit of that, but has a big moment there.
Now playing second base.
Bryce Harper. Just 4 for 24, but 7 RBIs, including a grand slam here in the World Series. 0-1. Did not check his swing there. Our biggest offseason acquisition.
Ball.
Besides bringing back Cal Raleigh, who ended up winning MVP, of course. Cannot believe Kirkering is still out there. 1-1 count. Bad pitch to swing at. Kirkering gets him to chase. Round out to third. That's going to bring up your American League MVP here of the 2031 season, with a chance to send this series to Game 7, excuse me. Cal Raleigh. Best year of his career.
Yeah.
Come on, Cal.
Ball. 1-1.
1-1 count. The ball is smoked. Lawler knocks it down. Raleigh's going to reach. I put Harry Ford in here as a pinch runner. They do not. I guess I get it. Ford's a good athlete, though, and can play catcher, so Julio fouls that one away. Julio, great regular season, great postseason. He's proven to be a playoff performer, for sure. An outstanding player. Oh, his rope there as well. Sweeper, he's not locating extremely well. That's what he gave up the home run to Lopez to. He's up ahead 0-2. No chase, 1-2. There's just 1 out in the inning. Julio is tough to double up. That is going to be a base hit. There's going to be 2 on here. Julio and Raleigh do their jobs. The winning run here is at second. It's a light base hit. A.J. Hint, I think that's A.J. Hint, out to replace him. Matt Zeller. It's his second postseason appearance. In 3 innings, it's Kobe Mayo, who is again struggling in postseason play here, hitting just 186, but he's got 2 hits today. Including a home run, I believe, and that was going to be into the gap, and Kobe Mayo is going to walk us off here in the bottom of the 10th as Raleigh is going to score the Otto Lopez home run in the bottom of the 9th, and Kobe Mayo double in the bottom of the 10th. A come-from-behind victory. And this series is tied 3-3 after Seattle fell behind 3-0. Kobe Mayo 3 for 4, a home run, 2 RBIs. JC Giordano coming in out of the bullpen, getting the job done. Otto Lopez with the biggest swing of the series for him. Matos comes in, does a nice job through his 3 innings of work because Lodolo just did not have his best stuff working today. 2 late runs in the 9th and 10th innings give us a 5-4 win. We head to a Game 7, which will be in Seattle. Wow, what a series. From down 3-0 now to 3-3. Christian Javier on the mound against Spence for them. That was awesome to jump into that. That was really cool. Javier, really, I mean, he's our headliner right now of the rotation. Technically, he's the highest overall pitcher that we have. Been really good the last 3 years. Certainly starting to tumble a little bit. But gets a Game 7 start.
Let's play ball. He's safe.
That's not the way we want to get things started. But he makes it work. Julio with a single.
safe.
Let's go ahead and steal second. Okay.
Take your base. Ball 4. 3.
Javier has let the first guy get on now twice.
Ball 4. Take
Able to
your base.
maneuver around that, though.
3.
Scoreless through 2.
Out. You're out.
Harper gets a second off an error. Gets thrown out at home, though.
3.
Scoreless through 3.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Come on, Javier. 1-0 lead for Arizona.
3.
Solo home run from Kobe Mayo. What an end to this postseason he is having. All tied
3.
up.
Take your base. Ball 4.
Cole Young
He's safe.
able to steal second. Lopez doubles. We're up 2-1. They got a second runner that gets thrown out at home plate, but we're up 2-1 here through 4.
3. Ball 4. Take your base. Ball 4. Take your base.
Okay, 2 guys on here for
3.
Ramirez. Strikes out. Come on. Kobe Mayo, man. Doesn't knock in a run, but the bases are loaded for Newt
Now
Bar.
pitching for Arizona.
Take your base. Ball
Number
4.
Walks.
47,
DL Hall cannot come in and throw strikes. A 3-1 lead. That's it. Another run scores.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Javier just suddenly lost it here. Troy Taylor was maybe not great in the regular season, but gets a big double play there. It's a 3-2 game.
He's safe.
Golly.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Need another run, guys.
3.
DL Hall has come in and done his job. Let's do hers here. Going against Rusty Romero. First round pick in 2027. 21-year-old is up to an 86 overall. Putting together 2 really, really good campaigns to start his career. Just 21 years old.
Take your base. Ball 4.
Not the best start. Ain't no Rusty had wheels like that, too. That's a good ball player.
Ball 4, take your base.
Golly. We trust hers here. Bring in Garcia.
Now pitching for the Mariners.
All right.
62.
Head to the bottom of the 8th, up 3-2 here in Game 7.
Ball 4, take your base. Take your base, ball 4. 3!
Julio with a 3-run homer. It is a 6-2 game.
Now pitching for
Ball 4,
Arizona.
That
take your
might
base.
do
Number
it.
17, Nick Praise.
Let's bring in Useda.
Now pitching for the Mariners.
Let's hop in here and see
Number
if we can get these
63.
last 3 outs up. Four runs here in the 9th inning. 3 outs away from a 3rd straight World Series title. Julio with a
And John
3-run
Shambi,
homer
Chris Singleton,
opens it
late
up. I
stages.
cannot believe that did not save. I am so sorry.
This one, Trent.
Apologies. Oh. Sorry. At this point, if we win this one, is it even worth doing another season? Sim? Get to see a lot of the young pitchers, I guess, and kind of seeing a revamped team from that perspective. I think we'll do one more year. Foul ball already up 0-2. Come on.
That's a
There. One down. O'Neal Cruz. That's a base rib. Cole Young. The spear there at short. Max Schumann is the last hope, the last available out here for the Diamond. Useda up 0-1. A really nice job of getting ahead here in this really short outing. Peppered. They've hit the ball twice hard off of him. That's Rusty Romero.
That's the ball.
Ooh. Tough one to hold off on there. Romero's got a double today, has scored a run.
Ball.
Behind 2-0.
Strike.
Ooh, right at the bottom of the zone. 2-1.
One strike.
Trying to get back into this one. You say to get it done here. Come on. Throws it by him up in the zone. 2-2, and the Diamondbacks are down to their last strike. Rolls over. Mayo to second, and the Mariners come from down 3-0. Win 4 straight and have won their 3rd straight World Series. The Otto Lopez home run in the bottom of the 9th in Game 6. The Kobe Mayo home run earlier in the day, the double to win it in the bottom of the 10th, led to this moment in Game 7. Julio with the 3-run home run in the bottom of the 8th was the dagger in this game. 6-2. Javier with a really good start. Home runs from Mayo and Julio. Bullpen outstanding over the last 4 innings. It's an outstanding job. Walked 8 times in this game. Got the job done. The poor Diamondbacks fan base. Oh, you'd be sick to your stomach at this point. We have won the World Series again. That was fun kind of hopping in and seeing some of the moments there, especially seeing the Otto Lopez, Kobe Mayo moments there of Game 6. Let's see. We had Julio Rodriguez win the World Series MVP and Lars Nootbaar for playoff MVP. All of this makes a ton of sense. Julio with a huge finish there. Playoff legend for us. It's 2 out of the last 3 years he's won that. Or actually, Cole Young did it a couple years ago. The last year we had it. Okay. But he was the playoff MVP. So I think at this point we're going to do one more year. But, man, like, look at the career that Julio has put together here at 30. 286 home runs, a lifetime 812 OPS. Up to 54.8 WAR. This is a Hall of Famer. I mean, what is that? 9-time All-Star, 4-time Silver Slugger, World Series MVP, a postseason MVP, a Rookie of the Year. That's a Hall of Famer for sure. Man, then you get of course, this episode had the big Cal Raleigh MVP award. He's going to be, he's probably going to be close to a Hall of Famer whenever that time comes. I wish there was a way to just like simulate super fast through everything. But yeah, got Bryce Harper, got one last, World Series win. Was not really great for us in the postseason, but had the big, 5 RBI day. When we're down 3-0 there in the World Series, so had his moment with that. Otto Lopez, just a great run there. The biggest swing of the season was tying it up in the bottom of the 9th there in Game 6 when you're down a run. Mayo, not great in the postseason, but a really strong finish, over these last 2 games in particular, really doing well. Cole Young, not the best year for him. Yeah, just kind of as we look at this, in total, we got, a lot of differences coming with the rotation, just with the contract situations. But guys like Eddie Matos, I think it's going to be great. Do we go ahead and just move over to Diaz? Do you send Brian Wu packing? He's been a major part of this series as well. I think you could probably run, a rotation of Kirby, Giordano, Diaz, Matos, and Miller. I think can be right there in line with being, a World Series caliber team. The bullpen was really good this year. Really no problems there. But, yeah, the starting rotation was great. The bullpen was great. I think we're ready for maybe, a different look here. Year 8, might end up doing, a year 9 sim as well. But Cal Raleigh with the MVP, what a season from him. Asia Ramirez, a little disappointing, but he has settled in. This is kind of what he's going to be, somewhere around that 750 OPS guy with 20 home runs and double-digit stolen bases, but definitely regressed a little bit this year. How do we replace Bryce Harper heading into next year? Played all 162 games for us, posted an 830 OPS. Probably retiring, I would guess, at the end of this, go out with a World Series title. Otto Lopez was really good at second base. Took him a while to get going, but he's been rock solid for us. Emerson is kind of starting finally to get a look. We'll see how that ends up playing out because we do have Lopez for a couple more years. Kobe Mayo, not a great year. Certainly struggled a little bit. Didn't hit a home run over the last 2 months of the season. Continues to be really fine, though. He's a good player for that price tag. He's probably worth 2 or 3 wins this year, right at 3 WAR. Really solid. Cole Young definitely had the third-year slump after becoming what looked like a superstar player there. After year 2, but saw a nice bump up in his walk rate. Strikeouts continue to regress on that. Just a big drop in his ISO. Just did not work with him at the plate. Just did not hit as well this year. Whether that's bad luck or not, we weren't playing the games. It's hard to know, but still a really good shortstop in total. Duran had a really nice first half, has fallen apart. This is pretty much what I'm considering a sunk cost, contract, at least for this year. Had to replace him at some point in time. Do you take a look at a guy like John Simon? He's not really progressed that much, to be honest with you, for, whatever reason. Obviously, Julio, we looked at it. This is a Hall of Famer. This is the franchise. This is the guy, him and Cal Raleigh, and Bryce Miller in this series. That's the big trio. Outstanding run. And then you got Lars Nootbaar is regressing pretty heavily here, but posted a pretty solid season. Still got him for one more year, but definitely some changes coming here for sure. You're looking at, a new left fielder, a new DH. Yeah, and then a lot of new starters. I think it'll be fun to do at least one more year, and we'll kind of go from there. But that's going to do it here for this episode. If you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. Check out my other work on the channel as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, peace.